What's up, Night Vision crew? Today we're going to be talking about the Texas Longhorns. In 2025, we saw the Texas Longhorns go up and down. We saw Arch Manning get better as the season progressed. I was watching the Ohio State game earlier in the season. I'm like, I just don't see what they were hyping up. You had guys saying he would win the Heisman. You had guys saying he would be a number one pick. But as you see the season progress, you can start to see those flashes and see why people were saying those things. This all season, you go get an alien. You go get an alien in Cam Coleman, and you just go put him on the outside for Arch Manning to throw to. And let alone you still have Ryan Wingo. But let's stay on Cam Coleman for a minute. I feel as if Cam Coleman is an absolute alien. He does stuff that you cannot teach. He reminds you of a guy like George Pickens with his ball skills. He is an absolute bailout receiver for Arch Manning. And what I mean when I say a bailout receiver, in my opinion, is when it looks like the defense is just has you bottled up. It's third and long. Arch Manning just throw it up, and Cam Coleman just makes a crazy catch, and you're like, oh my goodness. Like Cam Coleman can do stuff that you cannot teach. His ceiling is not even close to maxed out. I mean, you see him at Auburn. He didn't have a quarterback his first two seasons at Auburn, and you still see stuff where you like, oh my goodness. Like you go look at the Vanderbilt game, Auburn just throws it up to Cam Coleman touchdown, and Auburn has to go for two. What do? They just throw it up to him again. He goes and gets another one-handed catch. And I mean, you just see like he's doing this stuff without a quarterback. If Arch Manning is that dude and he has a Cam Coleman and a Ryan Wingo, it's scary what he can do. And with a Steve Sarkisian offense with them two guys on the outside. Because you just look at stuff like last year, Cam Coleman, he'll be running free wide open. He would get underthrown. He would still catch some balls, but you could obviously see he could have scored. Now he has some concentration drops every now and then, but who doesn't at 19, 20 years old? I mean, he's very young, he's very raw. At the same time, his ball skills are just unmatched. But the real winner in this, you look at a guy like Ryan Wingo, everybody's going to be focused on Cam Coleman on the other side. It just lets Ryan Wingo does what he had to do on the other side and eat because Cam Coleman's he's gonna get double teamed. I mean, he's gonna get double teamed, and Ryan Wingo can benefit from that. And then when you go look at that running game, Texas has two running back ones in 2026. I feel like Raleek Brown and Hollywood Smothers, they could go out there and rock, paper, scissors who runs out for the first play. And I don't think the coaches would even care who won. You have two home run threats in the backfield here. So if teams want to put the safeties back and they want to respect the passing game, all of college football better watch out because these two running backs are home run threats when they get going. And they can help you out in the passing game as well. So Arch Manning has a lot at his disposal. He has a lot of opportunities with them two receivers on the outside with Wingo, Cam Coleman, and you have them two backs in the backfield. I mean, Steve Sarkisian, he has a lot at his disposal next year. I mean, you can say championship or bust. A lot of people say championship or bust with a lot of teams, but this is a case that fits that scenario. Like last time I checked, Colin Simmons is still on that defensive side coming out the passer. Their defense is still as good as advertised. Like they have dudes. They got more dudes from the portal to add to an already loaded defense, especially they had last year. But back to what I said about being a championship buzz, you can definitely say that Steve Sarkisian, he might not be on the hot seat, but he's under a lot of pressure with this team. And, now in the NIL era, how much does this team cost? And are boosters just going to keep being okay with, 8, 9, 10 wins? Like, he was a game away from national championship. That year he lost to Washington and K on the board. But I mean, this roster is legit. I'm thinking that this team, at the minimum, has to make a Final Four, just just to keep the noise off of him because this team is loaded, man. What do you guys think? Do you guys think my expectations for Texas are the same as yours, or do you guys think Texas championship or bust? It's no question asked. Or do you think Steve Sarkisian is on the hot seat? You guys just let me know in the comments. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys. We're out.